Hello guys, Max Capital here with Wall Street Institute and Company. Welcome to the new year, and we're somewhere close to halfway through the year. And when we say welcome to the new year, it's because this is gonna be the first technical Tuesdays. Um, yeah, and in a very, very long time, man. Why? Well, some projects that I was busy with. I also was finalizing part of my trading plan. As you know, developing a trading plan. It's a never-ending process. So a couple of things I needed to add in there. But we're looking much better now. So today's technical Tuesday is just gonna be very, very short. Unfortunately, sorry about that. Um, yeah, probably 10 to 15 minutes. Basically, we'll be going through different strategies. For those that know, I trade supply and demand, little bit of smart money concepts here and there, but I don't need it anymore because I now understand the bigger part of trading, which is what's happening behind the scenes. I've been doing a lot of trainings on that. I'm also due to receive my Chartered Market Technician certificate towards the end of this year. So it's lots of studying, lots of research on the business side of things. Also be on the lookout for our next project. Is going to be huge. You want to be part of this community. Speaking of a community, we have a Telegram channel where we post our watch list, also chat a little bit about what we're expecting in the market. And as of this week, probably on Thursday, we are going to have our monthly webinar where we're going to have a Q&A and just go through a couple of things that I think are very key to a trading performance. That is, yeah, for those that know me, I am a risk manager and a psychology coach in this marketplace with 9 years worth of experience. It's been a very tough and yet rewarding journey. So yeah, I trade supply and demand. My thing is understanding what's happening behind the scenes. I do not want to draw lines on the chart and think those lines are going to control price or anything like that. So yeah, be part of the community, man. Share as much as possible with community members, friends and family. And I think for this webinar that's coming on this week, we are aiming at 100 people, and mentorship is still going on. And for those that really know us, they will tell you that we do not take very big groups from time to time because we really want to focus on making sure that each and every trader gets the right attention and they perform way better than the average trader. So that's our focus, even with the next project that's coming, which is really going to be huge. So um, stay tuned. So here's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at different markets. We're going to be looking at the dollar index, which basically is a driver of many markets, because most marketplaces or most countries currencies are also linked to the US dollar. We're going to be looking at one currency pair, which is the euro against the Great British Pound. We're going to be looking at the S&P 500. We'll look at gold. We'll look at one stock, which is the Lufthansa stock, German stock. I'm an aviation guy, so it's easy for me to understand how the stocks work. Yeah, I'm currently looking to take a position on the Lufthansa short position. So here we go. We have the dollar index in front of us. On a monthly time frame, it's not quite clear. Let me see on a weekly time frame how things are looking. Right. So with this, shucks, there's just too many drawings here. I'm supposed to have removed that earlier on. If you give me a minute, let me just remove. So these are just purely my supply and demand zones that I took positions from. So last week was here. This week I'm anticipating Not that much of a deeper correction on the dollar index, but you can tell from this momentum we were really bullish. At last week's momentum wasn't that really strong, which means the buying pressure is slowly dying down. And why? We're approaching an area of supply over there where price would be expected to drop to the downside. So 106,500 is my supply area as the dollar index is concerned. So we're gonna have a little bit of strength this week. I think couple of days were really just indecision, right? So this is fair value. I don't trade it much, but it looks like we might have a good pivot point or demand area down here on the dollar index. As you can see that personally, I'm anticipating to come back to this area of demand and then push further up, because this is the last area of a strong push to the upside. Broke structure a couple of times. So yeah, dollar index, I'm expecting a push to the upside to at least 106,500, and then maybe we can see a drop to levels below 105. So what's the next currency pair that we need to look at? Let's look at EURGBP. But with everything, I'm going to start on a monthly perspective so that you can understand. We're bullish monthly. That means this month I'm looking for buying opportunities only. Yeah, that's a very, very important. Weekly, we're bullish as well. So and daily, we're bullish as well. Why would you want to take a sell? Someone would say there's a rejection here, they have to sell. Well, yes, there is a rejection, sign that sellers came in here. However, what is the overall direction of the market? It is bullish. So take that, and you're less likely to make money on the sell here. So strong momentum candlesticks pushing to the upside, showing a strong strength of probably the euro, and the weakness vice versa of the pound. So once again, I'm looking at buying opportunities here, and I'm trading supply and demand. Remember, I'm looking for where the banks are involved. You look at this aggressive push to the upside. So somewhere here, there's an area of demand, and I have identified around 0.86175. That is where my demand level is. Once again, a brief consolidation, strong push to the upside. Or sellers push price down here, and then buyers came in aggressively and pushed price higher. You see how I understand this from the perspective of buyers and sellers. Also, for me to buy, I won't just buy somewhere up here. I need to see sellers coming in, because if I'm buying here, everyone is buying. Who am I buying from? So I need to see some people selling this asset class to me for me to buy. That's how order flow works. Every seller must meet a buyer, vice versa. Every buyer must meet a seller in the marketplace, right? Done with that. I hope you can put that on your watch list this week. If you don't have access to our group, once again, we have a Telegram channel link in the description. So I'm trying to find the S&P 500 right now. S&P 500, we enjoyed a nice bearish movement. Late enough. Already some people are calling a stock market crash. I don't know. We are bearish on a monthly. Let us see on a weekly. We're bearish as well. Fantastic, fantastic. On a daily time frame, let's see what's happening. We are still bearish. This is great. So what is this telling us? We need to be looking for selling opportunities only. Let's scale down to lower time frames, top-down analysis, right? So what's happening right now is it's clearly in a downtrend, the S&P 500. So I'm looking for selling opportunities of where it is in an area where that indicates the involvement of banks. When I look at supply and demand, it's not just rally-based drop. I look at it in the perspective of buyers and sellers in the market. So yeah, brief consolidation here. Before that, we had strong impulsive drop to the downside. So what I'm expecting from the S&P 500 is for it to go up to those levels and then push further down. So question would be, why can't you buy when it's going up? Well, you can, but just know that there is a less chance, there's less probability of you winning because you're going against the trade at the end of the day. Right. Let us see the next one. We're running out of time here. Let us see commodities market. So we just looked at the equities market. Let's look at the commodities market. Gold. Oof. I just finished analyzing this. I'm about to take a buying opportunity on gold when it gets to um 22.95. That's my demand area. So I'm gonna be buying gold. Hopefully you put that on your watch list as well. And then last but not least, we have a stock German aviation company or airline company, Lufthansa. Um, let's see on a monthly, it's been bearish, right? Weekly as well. Highly likely we're gonna find the same thing, right? Bearish. Daily, definitely bearish. So should we sell here? Not yet. What we're looking for is price to return to those areas of $6, $7. Basically we have a nice uh, demand area, sorry, supply area, yes, around $7. So that's our supply area. Look at that aggressive push to the downside. And then we started seeing buyers coming in. We are going to sell to these buyers, right? Yeah, do not just sell here, somewhere here, because the market is going down. Who are you selling from? Everyone is, sorry, who are you selling to? Everyone is selling at this point. So always wait for the right price. So if this area doesn't hold, I am looking for price to approach the areas of $7.30 on Lufthansa. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Remember, we have our monthly webinar this week. Please do join. That's where you can ask a lot of questions that you have pertaining trading performance and maybe optimizing your strategies and your overall edge in the markets. We also have a group where we share our watch list, and very soon we're gonna be doing free YouTube um, live trading sessions. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, please share the group. It's free, man. I'm doing a lot of work, and I've seen a lot of traders improving from the information that I share. All thanks to God. Um, yeah, man, and just a little bit of motivation. There's a quote that I once heard from a guy by the name of Chris Williams. He said, one of his friends, Alex Homozy, once said, the magic that you're looking for is in the work that you're avoiding. The magic that you're looking for is in the work that you're avoiding. That was pretty big for me. And I've really used that over the years to really um, remind myself that every time I find myself in that space of wishful thinking, that you know what, whatever you're looking for is just in the work. Just put in the work. It's gonna happen, and that's same thing for you. You're gonna grasp um, how trading works. You're gonna learn the skill. Your edge is gonna improve, and the key component to that is just keep working. I mean, Nelson Mandela once said, "Ideas do not come out fully formed, but they become clearer as you work on them." It is trading is nothing different, right? So the more you work on this, the more you understand it, the more you see what doesn't work and what works at the end of the day. But that said, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't want to take too long, and I appreciate the support that you've been giving me over the podcasts and stuff like this. Um, yeah, just more content is going to come out. Just gonna help traders become better, get funded, etc., etc. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. See you on the next one. I hope you enjoy this one. Cheers.